Hi everyone, the writer and director of Hunting Henry Butcher here, Evan Hecker. The movie will release tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST, and I wanted to come on here and talk about the process and tiny details that go into making a movie of this nature. A reminder of the plot: siblings Charlotte and Evan Hecker attempt to submit their film late to the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. A lot went into how to portray this movie to the viewer. All of my movies leading up to this were tripod-locked narratives that have no real want to be meta. But we knew that wasn't going to work here. During the genesis of this movie, I was starting a new TV show, Nirvana, the band, the show. Instantly, I knew I found our shooting style for this project. So yes, if you thought this was inspired by Nirvana, the band, of course it was. That's their project. I don't want to talk too much about it. That's for them. But I should make it clear, this is fictional. Yes, everybody that we talked to on the street were real, but Evan and Charlotte in this movie are not us. We were acting. This Evan Hecker is a complete asshole who doesn't think 2 steps ahead. And I don't want to see any comments saying that's how you describe me. Very, very, very funny. This is my last movie I made in high school, and we were aware of that during every second of this shoot. This was a bookend. I didn't want it to fit nicely into a genre film. I didn't want it to be horror, crime, or any other harshly ruled genres. This thing needed to be able to do whatever it wanted, and you'll see for yourself. This goes from a spy comedy to a relationship drama to horror to candid handheld, and all over the place. This is my movie's movie. Not only does it transform genres throughout the watch, but it also references a million movies through certain editing choices or just character dialogue. At the beginning of this shoot, I started the list of all the movies referenced, and I stopped because there were too many. The name Hunting Henry Butcher likely throws a lot of people off. It just sounds nonsensical, but in universe, Evan and Charlotte are submitting Hunting Henry Butcher, the western I made a little over 2 years ago. Throughout this movie, there are many references to that short, so watch it if you haven't already, but it's not necessary. When I met Matt Johnson and I told him about this project, he gave us the title Hunting Henry Butcher, which makes a lot of sense because he's known to give projects the same title, but mildly different. And Char and I liked it, so it stuck. As you'll realize very quickly, Mission Impossible is parodied quite a lot. Easily the most parodied movie. Char and I grew up on those movies and we've seen them countless times throughout our lives. And without giving spoilers, we parodied not just the films themselves, but certain dramas surrounding them. I don't want to give it away, but if you know of a certain controversy that happened in 2021 surrounding Mission Impossible, then be on the lookout. I think we knocked that joke out of the park. This whole movie is a labor of love. For as many jokes we put in, we tried to balance with emotional moments, and vice versa. So, enjoy this chaotic and hopefully charming experience. I'll see you at the movies. Thank you very much.